अस्सलाम वालेकुम,
स्वागत करते हैं। वेलकम, खुशामदीद आप सब लोगों को हमारे चैनल फॉरेक्ट
भी कहते हैं बड़े होंगे, होंगे चिमड़े भी होंगे। मैं लोकस कुदरत और आप लोग के वीडियो लेकर आए जो कि 10 कॉमन इंडियन टेंपल्स रिचुअल्स दैट आर सरप्राइजिंगली क्या लिखा हुआ है
आगे पता नहीं है, तो ये दिखाते हैं कैसे कॉमन
तो ये रिचुअल्स है इंडियन कुछ होली मेरे ख्याल से इनके कुछ रिचुअल्स है, सरप्राइजिंगली लॉजिकल है। तो वॉच करेंगे, देखते हैं कौन कौन से कॉमन है, क्योंकि हमें पता है नहीं पता है तभी वीडियो पता चलेगा। वॉच करते वीडियो को हमारे चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए,
साथ में जो बेल आइकन है उसे भी दबा दीजिए।
अगर मैं सोशल फॉलो नहीं किया प्लीज फॉलो इंस्टाग्राम का लिंक
डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा, आप लोग चेक कर सकते हो। तो प्ले कर दो। ओके ये व्लॉगर है, पता नहीं क्या है।
In this video, we will discuss 10 common rituals practiced inside the temple, which are often termed as superstitious, but surprisingly have a smart logic behind them. Without any further delay, let's get started.
FitTuber.
Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Often it's asked, if God is everywhere, then why do you worship the idols? Well, the human mind is such that it forms thoughts according to what it sees. So a God's image definitely reminds one of the good qualities. Secondly, the Upanishads clearly mention that God is everywhere. However, it is also a fact that it is easier to concentrate on an object than everywhere. Basically, one can study in the middle of a traffic jam as well, although it's easy to study in a library. The same is true regarding idol worship as well. Mind you, these idols are not merely stone statues. In fact, an elaborate process of pran pratishtha, which includes chanting of Vedic mantras, is done to infuse divine energy within the idol. This process is so intense that the mirror breaks as soon as the idol's eyes are uncovered. Why do we offer hair to God? Why not nails? Well, hair is often associated with pride. Hair has a huge role to play in making us look good. So much so that some people are
हमारे यहाँ तो कहते हैं क्या खूबसूरती है ये।
This is also why offering hair to God is considered as an act of self-sacrifice. It is an amazing practice.
ये बहुत अजीब है, ये मैंने पहले भी एक बार हम लोगों ने वीडियो बनाई थी।
Often the temple authorities use the donated hair to make wigs and hair extensions, which are then sold to raise funds for the temple's charitable activities.
Nice.
Have you wondered why often the temples are built at an elevated place? Was it just to make them difficult to reach? Well, it's partly true. People coming for God's darshan should climb the hill, which is a tedious task. This instills in them that knowing God isn't a cakewalk. Then this walking all the way to the temple was a good form of physical exercise. Obviously, at higher altitude, the air is also cleaner. Not many know, although in olden days, temples were not just a place of worship. In fact, the temple acted as a safe house during times like floods and even provided people with food. Why we do parikrama? Have you noticed people walking circles around the deity? What could be the rationale behind this? Well, we know that planets revolve around the sun, while the sun exerts a pull on these planets, else they will be lost in the space. In the same way, when we circumambulate around the deity, we accept that he is the supreme controller while everything revolves around him. We also pray while doing parikrama that he keeps a pull towards himself so that we are not lost in material pleasures of life. Moreover, one can notice that parikrama is always done in clockwise direction. This way the idol is always at the right, reminding us that God is always right. You must have noticed that all temples have bells. When we enter a temple, the first thing that catches our eye is the bell. Well, these bells were carefully made in such a way that when they produce a sound, it creates a unity in the left and right part. The bell was made using an amalgamation of several precise scientific calculation that the moment we ring the bell, it produces a sharp and enduring sound that lasts for a minimum of 7 seconds. The duration of the echo is good enough to stimulate all the 7 chakras in our body. No wonder that sound of ringing bells feels so calming. You must have seen temple priests tying red thread or molly on the wrist.
Yeah.
What is it for? Well, according to human anatomy, there are 72,000 veins and almost every major nerves pass on to other body parts from the wrist. If only a small amount of weight is placed on the wrist, it activates the nerve centers in that area, which results in improved blood circulation. Ayurvedic scriptures propound that molly helps prevent us from heart-related issues, blood pressure and paralysis. Also, women wear molly on the left while men wear it on their right.
Right.
This is to get in tune with their feminine and masculine elements.
Good.
Why are mantras chanted in a temple? Every sound has its energy. A mantra is basically a sound formula that is carefully formed by stringing together certain selected sounds which when properly pronounced gives rise to a distinct vibration. In a study, it was found that the recitation of Gayatri Mantra produces 110,000 harmonious sound waves per second. Today, research has proven that these Sanskrit mantras have the ability to influence our breathing pattern in a specific manner, causing profound calming effect on the mind and the nervous system. Our ancestors advised various tools for us to connect with higher energy, and mantra is one such tool. Why do temples offer Charnamrit? What's so special about this water? Charnamrit is often water with some basil leaves in it.
Basil
Now, it
leaves
is an
मिलते हैं.
established fact that water has memory. It imbibes the energy of the surroundings. Since Charnamrit runs through the deity's body and is collected from the food, it infuses in itself the divine energy from the deity. When we consume this charged up water, our whole body and mind is nourished by the divine vibrations. And we feel at
ये
peace.
फिल्मों में देखा था
This
वैसे.
is
Yes.
also exactly the science behind offering bhog to the deity. Any food which comes in contact with the divine vibration turns into prasad. This is why if we eat after
ये प्रसाद वो चीज़ होती है जब हमारा रिटर्न में हो रहता है ना वापस.
वो जो जाते हैं ना फिर उसको कर देते हैं वो तो प्रसाद उसी को बोलते हैं. आप कभी
मुझे नहीं पता.
it will nourish our mind.
वो एक मीठा सा चीज होता
ना
है.
ना वो वहाँ पे दे के वापस जब रिटर्न हो जाता
हाँ,
है.
वो ऐसे ही दे देते हैं उसके साथ में.
ये
बस.
मुझे भी पता चला.
मतलब मुंह मीठा
मुझे
कर.
लगता था कि ये मंदिर से ही मिलता है बस.
Consider
नहीं नहीं वो ले जाते हैं उसमें वो कोकोनट भी होता है कुछ वो मीठे वो
कुछ
भी
भी
होते
होता
हैं.
है.
mesmerized with tears of joy.
तो वो तो अभी अजीब है अभी तक.
मुझे भी पता नहीं चला.
नहीं वो ले जाते हैं कुछ उधर ही रख देते हैं कुछ दे देते हैं इस तरह है.
According to scriptures, there are 5 gross elements and
आरती.
3 subtle elements in the nature. When we perform
ये जो इस तरह करता है ये आरती होती है.
represented by the incense sticks, flowers,
वो
etc.
अगरबत्ती
The
जो
fire
है
elements by the diya,
इसको
air
वो
elements by
अगरबत्ती भी
the
लगाए होते हैं.
water element by water itself, and the ether element is represented by the sound from the vibration. Now the 3 subtle elements are the mind, intelligence and false. Mind is represented by chanting, intelligence by concentrating on the God's image, and ego is represented by the selfless devotion by which person does the art. No wonder this is why our ancestors encouraged that one participate in the arti daily as a practice to stay humble and devoted. Why cow is considered holy?
yeah.
Cow is the symbol of selfless service, consistently providing milk regardless of how you treat it. Ancient sages recognized the unique benefits of cow milk, noting its ability to produce vitamin D and its sattvic effect on the mind. Beyond milk, cow dung and urine also have medicinal properties. Our scriptures honor the cow as a motherly figure. Some yogis even sustain solely on cow's milk, a testament to its nutritional completeness. Our ancestors established a harmonious relationship with cow. Take milk from her and in return take good care of her. However, modern commercial practices often exploit this gentle creature, which is concerning. So these were common temple rituals which I believe have a logic behind them.
तो इसको
यस 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 यस. सो ये थी वीडियो.
तो ये थी वीडियो जो कि बहुत चीज़ें यहाँ पे सीखने को मिला. वैसे हम लोग तो वैसे देखते रहते हैं. मुझे तो ये प्रसाद का मुझे कसम से पता नहीं था. मुझे अभी पता चला कि मुझे लगता है कि ये जब वहाँ पे पूजा करने जाते हैं तो मंदिर वाले कुछ दे देते हैं कि भाई साहब ये ले लो.
वो आप ले जाते हो तो वो कुछ रख देते हैं कुछ देते इस तरह कुछ सीन होता है.
ऐसा
मुझे
ही
ठीक
होता
नहीं
है.
पता बट ये है कि
तो
आप
बहुत सारे ऐसे कॉमन चीज़ें जो कि हमें नहीं पता था.
इसके पीछे एक लॉजिक होता है डेफिनेटली. इस तरह थोड़ी
कोई रीजन होता है, कोई लॉजिक वगैरह कुछ
यस
होता है.
तो ये सब कुछ करते हैं रिचुअल्स करते हैं और ये हमेशा अच्छा होती है। और मूवीज में देखिए, मूवीज ज्यादा ये चीजें आती है ना, तभी हमें
सब
पता है
देखे थे ना, हम समझ नहीं पाते इसकी
Yes,
लॉजिक
yes.
क्या है, इसका रीजन क्या है, इस तरह करते
इसके
क्यों है।
पीछे काफी रीजंस होते हैं, लॉजिक होता है, तभी ये सब दिखाते हैं।
बाल काटने वाला का मुझे बहुत ही
हाँ,
मतलब
बाकी वो तो है, वो सिविक वगैरह बनती है, वो रेगुलरिटी है,
बहुत
उसके
सारी
सिविक
चीजें
बनते हैं तो वो पैसे जितने थे वो फिर सारे चैरिटी में को हो जाते हैं, वो तो मुझे पता है उसके बारे में। बाकी ये नहीं पता था कि ये लोग डोनेट करते हैं टेंपल को, ये मुझे नहीं पता,
ये तो नहीं पता,
मुझे नहीं पता था कि ये
शायद करते होंगे, क्यों नहीं करते,
क्योंकि यहाँ पे बोला तो डेफिनेटली करते हैं ना। बाकी ये वीडियो काफी अच्छी वीडियो थी, काफी सारे रिचुअल, ये सिर्फ 10 कॉमन वाली है, वो भी बहुत ज्यादा है,
बहुत ज्यादा है,
बहुत ज्यादा है, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ 10 कॉमन वाली दिखाई गई थी। तो देखेंगे अगर और भी हुए तो उस पर भी रिएक्ट करेंगे। बाकी ये वीडियो अगर पसंद है प्लीज वॉच माय फॉर
साथ में जो बेल आइकन है उसे भी दबा दीजिए।
तो पता चलेगा सब मिल रहे हैं।
सो अभी के लिए इतना ही, अल्लाह हाफिज़, बाय बाय।